Greek mythology is a tapestry woven with gods, monsters, and epic tales. These stories have been passed down through generations, capturing the imagination of countless people. They are filled with lessons, warnings, and reflections of human nature. Among its monstrous denizens, Typhon stands out as a titan of terror. His form is a grotesque amalgamation of serpentine and human features, making him one of the most fearsome creatures in mythological lore. He embodies chaos and destruction on an unprecedented scale. Typhon's presence is often heralded by natural disasters, from violent storms to erupting volcanoes, symbolizing his immense power and the havoc he can wreak. His very name evokes fear and trembling. In ancient times, the mere mention of Typhon could send shivers down the spine of even the bravest warriors. He is the embodiment of nightmares, a creature whose legend has endured through the ages. Typhon is a force of nature, a primordial being whose existence threatens the order of the cosmos. His power is not just limited to the earth, it extends to the very fabric of the universe, challenging the stability of the heavens and the earth alike. Typhon's story is not merely one of monstrous power. It is a tale that delves deep into the human psyche, exploring themes of fear, power, and the unknown. Through the ages, storytellers have recounted his legend, each adding their own interpretation and nuance. It delves into the very nature of creation and the struggle between order and chaos. Typhon's battles with the gods are symbolic of this eternal struggle, representing the delicate balance that must be maintained to ensure harmony in the universe. His existence poses a fundamental question: can the forces of civilization withstand the raw, untamed power of the primordial world? This question is as relevant today as it was in ancient times, as humanity continues to grapple with the forces of nature and the unknown. Typhon's tale, though ancient, still resonates with our deepest fears and fascination with the unknown. It serves as a reminder of the power of myth and the timeless nature of these stories, which continue to captivate and inspire us. Typhon's origins are shrouded in mystery and ancient whispers. His story is one that has been passed down through the ages, a tale of power, rebellion, and the raw forces of nature. He is often described as the last child of Gaia, the earth, and Tartarus, the abyss. This union of earth and abyss created a being of immense strength and fury, a creature unlike any other in the mythological world. This parentage speaks volumes about his nature. Typhon was not just a monster, he was a force of nature, embodying the chaotic and destructive elements of both his parents. Born from the earth and the deepest pit of the underworld, Typhon embodies the raw, untamed power of the primordial world. His presence was a reminder of the ancient forces that existed long before the gods of Olympus. Some accounts suggest Gaia birthed Typhon out of anger and frustration. She was enraged by the defeat of her other children, the Titans, and sought to create a being powerful enough to avenge them. The gods, led by Zeus, had overthrown her other children, the Titans. This act of rebellion against the primordial order left Gaia in a state of turmoil, and Typhon was her response to this upheaval. Typhon was her ultimate weapon, a being of unimaginable power destined to challenge the Olympian order. His very existence was a threat to the newly established reign of the gods, a symbol of the ancient world's resistance against the new divine hierarchy. His very existence was a threat to the newly established reign of the gods. The gods knew that Typhon was not just another monster, he was a force that could potentially bring about their downfall. The stage was set for an epic confrontation, a battle that would determine the fate of the world and the supremacy of the Olympian gods. Words struggle to capture the sheer terror that Typhon embodied. Imagine, if you will, a creature so colossal that its head brushed the stars. His eyes blazed with a fierce, unearthly fire. His voice, a cacophony of animalistic sounds, could shake the heavens. From his shoulders sprouted 100 dragon heads, each hissing and spitting venom. His lower body was a writhing mass of serpentine coils, powerful enough to crush mountains. His wings, vast and bat-like, darkened the sun when he took flight. Typhon was a nightmare-given form, a grotesque masterpiece of terror. Section 4. The Full Arsenal, Typhon's Powers and Abilities. Typhon's powers were as vast and terrifying as his appearance. Known as the father of all monsters, Typhon was a force of nature, a being of pure chaos and destruction. His abilities were not just limited to his physical strength but extended to the very elements of the earth and sky. He could hurl mountains with ease and command the very elements. With a mere gesture, he could summon devastating storms, causing lightning to strike and winds to howl with fury. His control over the natural world was unparalleled, making him a formidable adversary to both gods and mortals alike. Storms raged in his wake, and volcanoes erupted at his command. The seas would churn violently, and the earth would tremble, reflecting the sheer magnitude of his wrath. His presence alone could incite natural disasters, leaving destruction in his path. His touch brought forth venomous creatures and poisonous plants. Wherever he tread, the land would become inhospitable, teeming with deadly flora and fauna. His very essence seemed to corrupt the natural order, turning life into a perilous existence. His serpentine coils could constrict and crush anything in their path, demonstrating his immense physical power. These coils were not just for show, they were weapons capable of squeezing the life out of any creature, no matter how strong. While his dragon heads spat fire, venom, and storms of razor-sharp scales, each head had its own deadly ability, making him a multifaceted threat. The fire could incinerate, the venom could poison, and the scales could slice through anything in their path. But perhaps his most dangerous weapons were his eyes. These were not ordinary eyes, they glowed with a supernatural light, capable of piercing through the bravest of souls. A single glance from Typhon could drive mortals mad or turn them to stone. His gaze could induce chaotic hallucinations, making his victims see their worst fears come to life. The psychological torment he could inflict was as devastating as any physical attack, making him a truly terrifying entity in the annals of mythology. Section 5. Clash of the Titans, the epic battle with Zeus. The most famous myth involving Typhon is his epic battle with Zeus, the king of the gods. Typhon, driven by his mother's command to overthrow the Olympians, challenged Zeus's rule. The earth trembled as these two colossal forces clashed. The battle raged across the cosmos, from the highest peaks of Mount Olympus to the fiery depths of the underworld. Zeus unleashed his thunderbolts, while Typhon countered with storms of fire and hurricanes of razor-sharp scales. The fate of the cosmos hung in the balance. Section 6. Beyond the Zeus encounter, other tales of Typhon. While the battle with Zeus is Typhon's most famous exploit, he appears in other myths and tales. Some stories credit him as the father of other fearsome monsters, such as Cerberus, the three-headed hound of Hades, and the Chimera, a fire-breathing hybrid creature. These tales often depict Typhon as a force of chaos and destruction, a constant threat to the order of the world. His very existence served as a reminder of the power of the primordial forces that the gods had struggled to contain. Section 7. A legacy of fear, Typhon's influence and enduring presence. Typhon's legacy extends far beyond Greek mythology. He embodies the primal fear of the unknown, the raw power of nature that can overwhelm even the strongest of defenses. His influence can be seen in literature, art, and even modern storytelling. Typhon reminds us that even in a world seemingly governed by order, chaos lurks just beneath the surface. He is a testament to the enduring power of fear and the enduring fascination with the monstrous and the unknown.